What up, Coop Group? I know that I am really late on this, but this is Season 16, War 2, and we're facing up against MA177. This season's been crazy, but let's get on with this war. Like usual, I'm on Path 9 with my usual trinity with Ghost, Wasp, and Hood. And the defense tactic for this war is Flow, which means that if the defender has the tag of control, then they have a chance to gain power, 45% power, if they get hit with a critical hit, for any critical hit at all. But you can take away that critical hit, or that power, if you parry them and stun them. The first node is Aegis Heavy, which you know I always bring Wasp for, and I already got off the Aegis Heavy Indestructibles by doing my heavy attacks within my combo. Now, King Groot is an okay defender on this node because he has so much power, and I didn't see that he got his backup recovery special one there. I was kind of in trouble for a second, but he had his Furies up during that time, which means that now I have a permanent armor break, and with willpower, I'm permanently regenerating for the rest of this fight. And I'm just waiting to regenerate more and throw my special 2, but I thought he was going to run at me. He did not there. For sure thought he was going to run at me. He didn't. But I'm just going to try and finish this fight off with as much health as possible. Parry there, throw a full combo here, beta special 1, and you know how it's going to go. It'll be over just like that. Back up to 95% from 80%, and on to the next fight. Oddly enough, they didn't place any defender on the other node, so straight to the shared linked node. This is a hidden defender, as you can see, and I scouted it and found out it was an Annihilus, and I don't like Annihilus, but at least I have a somewhat good counter for him on Aegis Heavy, which is this node in long distance relationship, which means that when you are close to the opponent, you get a weakness debuff, but if you have willpower, you will end up regenerating a little bit when you have that weakness debuff, as you can tell right there. However, the best way to fight against Annihilus is, if you can't parry him, is to do a quick dexterity, right after the dexterity, a quick light attack, and from there, you do your heavy attack, just like if you're using Wasp, that is. But as you can tell there, I got hit by a special 1, he went unstoppable, and this fight isn't looking too pretty yet. He's at 100%, but I'm going to catch up and see if I can get him down before he gets me down. I have a special 2, so hopefully before I die, I get to throw that off. As you can tell here, I'm in the corner, which is never good at all. I threw my special 2 because I knew I was in trouble. I'm like, this fight isn't going nowhere. I am so dead here. Throw an intercept here because I know the only way I can get myself out of the corner is if I get an intercept, throw it, beta special 2, block it, because I know if I get hit from it, I'm dead. And he runs at me. He's unstoppable. Luckily, I shrank. He throws a 5-hit, maybe 7-hit combo, whatever the heck that was, and I'm dead. But I'm going to revive and see if I can get him back down and try again. Boy, aren't these fights fun? Let me tell you, that death was not the first of this season. And it is definitely not the last of this season. Because this season, probably had the most deaths out of all these seasons. However, I revive Wasp back up because she is my only chance for this. I revive her up as much as I can. Throw in 3 health potions. And go back to my tactic of getting off the Aegis Heavy by doing a dexterity and then throwing a light first. But I had to get out of the way first, of course. Somehow I got a parry there. I don't know how it happened, but I took advantage of it and I went into my heavy attack. I got a parry again, which I guess kind of works. If you do a quick dexterity, then you just parry his light attack, he can get parried. But glad it worked. I tried to do it again there. It didn't work, but I got it there somehow. And here I am, whamming into him. Wow, I said whamming into him. Great. Re-parrying, something I didn't even know I knew how to do. Throwing my special 2. Hopefully it doesn't throw him to a special 2. And it does. But he's not going to throw a special. Is he? If he does, he'll be dead from Power Sting. He's not. I parry him somehow. I throw my heavy attack, and he is done. I take, no damage. That's how it should have gone the first time. Was like that. But didn't. Anyways, on to the second section, where I'm in Path 3. So in Path 3, on the first node, they placed a Medusa, which isn't the most popular defense placement on this node, but there is best defense, so anytime that she auto-blocks, she gains more power. And there is Shank, so if she auto-blocks and I hit into her block, there's a chance that I bleed. So she's not the worst defender on this node, but not the best. But let's see how this goes. I decided to bring in my rank 2 6-star Hood for this fight, because she never gets any time to shine at all in wars, typically. And because the global is Flow, which does not affect Medusa, I'm bringing in my Hood. The goal here is to make sure her Furies don't proc, and if they do, make sure I don't get auto-blocked, and also to bait her specials. But here I am, not baiting specials. She's at a special 2. I wasn't paying attention to her special meter at all. I should have been. She is stunned from the shock I put on her from special 1. She's at 3 Furies, so now Living Strand procs. I decided to go invisible in case she throws a special 2, so half of them miss me. And I'm getting backed up here. I can't hit into a block to back her up because of the Shank node, so I need to bait a special here. I can't hit her, again, because the power is almost at max here. And she throws a heavy, and I miss it. She hits me twice, and my Wi-Fi goes out. But come back. Luckily, I'm able to block her hit immediately after I come back, which I'm always worried about. Throws another heavy attack. I'm good. She's going to throw another heavy attack right here. Or a special 2. Special 2. I try and dexterity the beginning of it. But I'm against the wall, so it didn't work. I died. My second death of this war. Great. I didn't even survive 1 minute of that fight, and normally I'm good with Hurt against Medusa. But I was going to go with Ghost against this fight, but I realized, you know what? Nothing is stopping Wasp from destroying this fight, and I'm going to save Ghost and her health for later in this war. So here I am using Wasp. I'm able to do a 1 hit and then heavy right away, even when she has Living Strands, because she was not able to auto-block a heavy attack. So I'm going to bait special 1s. I learned from my mistake before with her of trying to bait special 2 instead. She throws a special 1. I'm able to go ham here and just throw anything I want. Throw a special 2. And let me tell you, this fight is over just like that. I should have brought Wasp at the beginning of this fight. The next node is against a Spider-Gwen on best defense. Again, where she gains power when she evades auto blocks. And also on backup recovery. So when she's below 50%, she will gain a bit of power. But with Ghost, it's not an issue, because if she does give her a special 3, and with the Hood synergy, I can just phase it. But she's not going to, and she's not going to evade either, because when Ghost has a critical hit next, you're unable to invade her critical hits. And I throw my special 2, she's going to go below 50%, so she gains a bit of power, which is fine. The backup recovery doesn't gain that much power in this node. And I'm going to bait her special, because I don't feel like her killing me. And because I have Ghost, I can go invisible. Or phase, I can phase. She's being a bit defensive, but it's fine, because I'm still 100%. I took 1 blocked hit here where I parried her, because she was being too defensive, and I finished this fight off just like that. So the next 2 fights, my awesome 2 BG members in my path 1 and 2 took the 2 fights, and I am up against the first mini-boss. Since no one decides to take him yet, I saw a thing. And I'm like, you know what? In off-season, I used Wasp against this thing. I boosted up, and this node is, I believe it's not debuff immune, it's just limber, because we were in tier 4 at this moment. Which, with Wasp, there's no issue with this limber, because for passive stuns, limber doesn't affect that. And at this moment, maybe a little bit before this war, I was practicing a lot in Abyss of Legends with the Ghost Trinity, and I was trying with all 3, Ghost, Wasp, and Hood, and Wasp did okay. So as long as you're able to control his rock stacks, like I can here, and I did the same thing in off-season fight against thing, then it's all good. When he's at 9, you bait special 1, you do 3 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and then a heavy attack, 4th and heavy, and he's at 15 rock stacks. One slight issue with Wasp is that when you throw a heavy attack, you put a debuff on the opponent. And if they are running willpower, they're going to regenerate. And he's regenerating over 100 or 200 a second from that debuff, which isn't helpful to me at all. But at least I can parry this node a little bit. I have a special 2 ready, so I know it's 5 hits. If I throw it, I know that it's 5, but I know that it's too late to throw it here. I have a special 3 almost ready, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just throw a special 3. And Thing gets so close to you on his special. So close to you on his special 1. And I was scared he was going to hit me there, but he didn't. I threw my special 3 to see how much damage I can do, because this fight is going nowhere right now. But with 33 hits so far, he is down 10% from that special 3, which isn't bad. But he activated his protection, which is okay. And he's at 7 rock stacks. He's at 10, so I know I got to do a 3-hit combo here, and then a heavy attack. And then he'll be a special 1 at 15 rock stacks. And as long as you know how many hits that you can do to gain 15 rock stacks, you're good. And I like hitting into his block to push him back a bit, because when I get in my corner against Thing, I know I'm in trouble. Halfway point here, minute and 20 left, and he's at 35%. I'm like, you know what? I could solo this fight, as long as I don't mess up. As long as I don't mess up. But let's see if I do or not here, because I have messed up twice already this war. Now he's at 15 rock stacks, perfectly timed at the 15. And he's at 26%. 1 minute left in this war. Special 2 thrown at him. I know it's 5 hits exactly. I just hit him. He throws the protection on, which he would have been done if he didn't have protection there. But because of protection, he's not done. But now he has a few debuffs on him. I should have thrown a heavy there. But now I'm going to bait special 1. Throw a 4-hit combo to a heavy attack. But because I'm running assassins, he did not get all of his rock stacks at that moment. So now he threw a special at less than 15 rock stacks, and I'm screwed. I'm like, what do? I need to get into 15 rock stacks, give him a special. I'm like, you know what? He's at 1%. I'm going to throw a special 2 and hope it kills him. Special 2 thrown. He's dead. That was a close one. And I'm hoping that the rock stacks next time, that my assassins doesn't turn off his rock stacks. The next fight is against a mini-boss of Black Widow Clairvoyant. And with the global node flow, any critical hit that you hit against this defender, because she has the control tag, she will gain a power buff and gain power. So with Ghost, who always hits critical hits almost, as you can tell, is a power buff there. Not the best choice, but there's an unblockable special 1. So if I bait special 1 here, I'll be fine. I should have baited special 2 there, but I don't know why I was blocking that. I should have evaded it. Wasn't a good choice. I know that she's always really aggressive. She goes always at least 2 hits into you, which I always mess up on. But I throw my special 2 in a second. I'm trying to bait her heavy attack so I can get some Furies on me before I throw it. There it is. Throw my special 2 so it does even more damage. 30,000, 30,000, 40,000. It's 100,000 damage right there from my special 2. But she's throwing a special 3. Oh no, with all the power, what do? I phased. With the Hurt Synergy, I'm able to phase through special 3s, take no damage. But I'm hoping that after this phase, she doesn't destroy me. Almost. I get a parry in her. I have no clue how. She's about to throw a specials on me, but I'm like, you know what? I got this. Special 2 and done. If I would have had a power boost on, I would have had a special 2 earlier, straight to a special 3, which might have gotten her down. On to the last mini-boss, which is a Heimdall on the basically triple power gain and special 2 unblockable node. And as you can tell there is the hashtag control. So the flow global is going to affect Heimdall also. Which again, Ghost is only good for this fight because I'm able to phase through special 3s. But if it gets a special 2 and I'm not phasing, I'm dead. But I have no clue there exactly at that moment how I got to block that last one. Because I blocked the last one and I was fine. I tried to block that one and I was dead. So I have no clue what happened the first time. I should have been dead from the unblockable special 2. But anyways, I revive up again. I know he's getting power because of the fact that after you kill Heimdall, after he kills you, whatever power he had before he gets hit again, and any power buffs he had also come back. Or something similar to that. But anyways, he throws a special 3. I phase it. He has True Strike, so I need to parry him, get off his True Strike to make sure he doesn't auto-block me. And I'm going to throw in a special 2 here. Going to hopefully get him to special 3 again. Do like no damage, but I'm going to phase through a special. He decides not to throw it yet, but I phase again. He throws it right away. The second time, of course. He's at 8%, and I'm like, you know what? There's no way I'm going to die a 4th time this war. I've already done 3 times. Too many times. Way more than I wanted to. He's at 7%. I hit him. I throw in a special 2. And he's done. Let me admit, this wasn't the best war for me, but somehow, as you can tell, we pulled off a victory, which is awesome. Everyone else did a great job in this. The people we fighted against, the MA177, did a great job. And they played some really hard defense, hence why I died 3 times. But no clue how I got MVP that war because I kept dying. But I guess when you die, it doesn't count. But anyways, not that it matters. Thank you for commenting on my war video. Hopefully I'll have more coming soon. This is Coop, signing off. Happy gaming and stay safe out there.